All right. Starting with another show. I believe this would be uh episode 20, I think it is. And I think that's great. That's well, I have some other videos but they're not like this. They're just videos out in the street or whatever. Um on the railroad tracks and stuff like that. Um, but this is actually 20 of doing this online YouTube, Facebook stuff. It's now don't want to say like a accomplishment, but I reached, you know, 20. And then my overall views are above 1,000. Uh so that's pretty cool. Um, I'm not like I don't make any money doing this. Like I don't like I got the equipment and stuff for it, microphone and all that, and I don't make no money from this shit, right? Like, and that wasn't the plan. Uh, the plan was to speak out, to talk, uh, to those both parties, right? And when I say both parties, I mean the ones that's trying to help and then the ones that need help. And they can collide. They can collide. And when I say that, it's because the one that's trying to help, they're uh, they're not going through what you're going through, or they haven't experienced the stuff that you've experienced, right? And so it's a test. It's a test the level, but it's a test of dedication, care, willingness, and so on. Uh, you can reach a point, and this is speaking to the person that's trying to help, that you don't know what else to do, right? Or you don't know what to do, and it's okay. It's fine. But the same way as that person is struggling and continues to find different ways to not just recover, but to get better. So the same way you're struggling with trying to figure out how I can help, they're struggling the same way on how to figure out how to help themselves. So that's where the care, love, dedication, honest, 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 care and love. Don't go around talking about, you spoke to this person, the one that's struggling, and you spoke to them like, and then you're gonna turn around and say, "Well, I try to help them." Right? So that's why I kept repeating honest. You don't do that. You continue. You continue and you continue because the same way you're trying to figure out to help them, they're trying to figure out how to help themselves and they're trying to figure out right. So it's you have to be careful with it, right? Like, but trying to figure out how to phrase it. But when it's dark and cloudy and rainy and thunderstorms and everyone in the house is scared because the thunder is so loud and the rain is coming so strong, and you let's just say lay in the bed and clench each other. That's what it's like for this person struggling. So you clench onto them and you don't let them go until the thunder, rain, and that scary part goes away. Then you unclench and then you go from there. Right. So that was this is kind of like an idea that struck me. Because it's a very difficult thing. It's not something that you can strategize. So the strategy or when uh strategizing on these things, the strategy is medication. So medication is a strategy. But when you're with that person, and there's no strategy. You have to adapt. You have to have adaptability. You have to adapt through all their emotions. And again, honestly, the love and the care for that person, you go through the storm with them. That's what you do. That's it, without any expectations. Right. So it's almost kind of saying that if they fall, you fall with them. Plain and simple. It is plain and simple. So they're falling, and your goal is trying to keep them from falling. You can't let them go. So it's not like I can't hang on anymore. No, it's not how it works. You hang on, you fall, they fall, you fall with them. And that's that. So I made some notes here. Uh I have this stupid mouse with me in my hand. I haven't released. um so my my upbringing is different. Right. So I grew up in the streets of New York, and I wasn't raised by parents. I was raised by the streets of New York, and I'm not the only one. The streets of New York were, and in my time, you had uncles, aunts, whatever, out in the streets that weren't your uncle and your aunt. But that's how well knitted the neighborhood was. They always you left home and how dare you talk to a woman that way? Or how dare you? So everyone in the street that was an adult, they were like your uncle and your aunt because they would scold you in a minute and tell you, you know, you're not doing the right thing or this and this and that. So myself, like I wasn't raised, but I was raised uh by the culture and the nature of New York streets. I could honestly tell you, you could get a grown man, 40, 50, 35, whatever. Let him try to live a week in my shoes as a child in New York. They ain't gonna make it. They're not gonna make it. It's a it's a nightmare on Elm Street on every street. So so during these stages of everything, we all fall. We all fall. All of us do. But the focus isn't on the fall, the focus is on getting up, getting right, getting straight, getting clean, getting mental health help. I say it again. Mental health help. So for me, like, my story is my story. And there's tons of people out there with tons of fucking stories. My story is just, mine, right? And then the one that I'm expressing and the one that I'm doing, but there's tons of stories and horrific stories and sad stories, and I can't speak for all of them, right? Unless they're doing what I'm trying to do with the show and stuff like that, then you won't hear about it or know about it. So my mother or my father, the only thing they've done in my life besides, my mom giving birth, the only thing they did was give me a name. So whether like I don't know the history, I don't know. So it's either my mom decided that this is the name I should have or my father. Either one, but those cocksuckers, that's the only thing they did in my life is give me a name. And then the rest I had to figure out. And I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm still struggling. I'm struggling big time. Like actually right now while I'm doing this show, I'm struggling big time. And I regardless to what that is, whatever, I still want to keep reaching out. I don't want my personal struggles, defeats, battles to keep me from doing this show, because then it's whatever it is, right? You could say it's the devil and this and that, right? So if it is the devil, I'm not gonna let him keep me from doing this. So that kind of gives you an idea of how serious I'm about this. Even while I'm struggling, I'm still trying to send a message for those that are struggling as well. You can find a way. You can find a way. You just have to keep fighting. You have to just keep fighting. You'll find a way somehow. Um. So, anyways, addiction. That was me throwing my notepad. So addiction is crazy, right? Because whatever you whatever you're using, I'm gonna I actually have a song I'll end the show with. But I just wanted to express this before I end the show, and then you guys can watch the song if you like. It's Nine Inch Nails. Probably my ultimate favorite band, but anyways. So you're in this place, this place of darkness. And when you use in that darkness, whatever it is that you're using, it's like a little light. It puts a little light in that dark area that you're in. And when you look at that light, that light draws or brings this sense of relief. Pain has gone away. You feel good. Meanwhile, it's a high, but you recognize what that high does. And that high takes away so much of your pain. And you've been fighting like whatever you've been whatever you've been fighting. But when you do this thing, whatever it is that you're doing, it just kind of blankets every it just makes just it makes the world or your society or your it actually allows you to go outside. Let's put it that way. Because other than that, you don't want to fucking go outside. You don't want to go outside a supermarket, fucking shopping malls. It doesn't you don't even want to go outside and walk to your car if you have a car. But when you do whatever it is that you're doing, it's almost like bravery, or it's also like a temporary kill. And what I mean by that is that it temporarily kills your demon. your dragon inside you. It temporarily kills it or it puts it to sleep. And that feeling, this feeling that you have is like a sense of relief. It's a crazy feeling. You actually feel how you want to feel. That's great. You do. You feel how you want to feel. Now you can face anyone. You could. I don't give a fuck who it is. You could face them all. And then eventually you get tired, right? Your body gets tired and you fall asleep. And while you're sleeping, this stimulus fades while you sleep. And then you wake up and everything comes back, meaning everything of the opposite of how you felt when you were using. Everything comes back. Your anxiety level is at a high point where it's almost like a heart attack. It is. And people without anxiety don't know. But people with anxiety could reach a certain level where it almost feels like you're gonna have a heart attack. It's like the scariest moment in your life. And so when you wake up, you chase what it is that brings all of that down. And there's a way, not to go that route. There's with medication and all that. And medication only does what it does, but it's also that mental strength and then that mental what they call discipline of mind. And then that's where coaching, counseling, and all that stuff comes in at because it's a horrific thing. And it's a nightmare. It really is. It's a nightmare. And but one of the things I could say as I'm ending is meanwhile, this person is going through that nightmare and this and that, and they still manage to find a way to keep some kind of friendship relationship with someone or multiple people, whatever. And then as they know this person that is struggling and this and that, I would say to you, just tread lightly. Don't push too much. Don't push too fast. Right. But what I could say is sometimes like you don't even though this person is going through what they're going through, it doesn't mean that you have to say something all the time. Sometimes it's good to just shut up and just be there. Don't remind them of the fucking shit they're going through. Just be there, right? So like you come to visit them and all they're doing is sitting on the couch and then that's it, then just sit on the couch with them. And then that's it. Don't go, hey, you really need to go outside. You really don't fucking do that, man. If because you know what? You're lucky that you're fucking in their house. Because once they get into that stage, they don't want anyone around them. But they allow you. So don't ruin that. Just go there, just sit. You know what? You go to their house here. I'll give you this fucking example. You go to their house, you see them, hey, this and this and that. You know what? Clean their kitchen, clean their bathroom on your own. You don't have to tell them nothing or you say, oh man, your bathroom, and just clean it, right? Just clean it. I've done this myself personally. You just, just clean their bathroom or whatever, and then just sit on whatever they're sitting. If they're fucking sitting on the floor, sit on the floor with them, and then just like, hmm, just be there. Being there doesn't mean that you have to open your fucking mouth every single time. Just be that presence and then figure it out from there. And then the joy of it all. And they will see once they come out of this hole, this darkness, and they got straight that they have a true friend. Hmm. Sometimes helping means not helping. And what I mean by that is, like I said, you go, you visit them, just sit there with them. That's it. Don't ask no questions. Don't just sit there. Let them say, hey, you want to watch Beavis and Butthead? You go, yeah, sure. That's true help. Anyways, I lost my mouse. So I'm gonna end it with uh 9 Inch Nails. This song, I think it's called Hurt. Um one of my absolute favorite bands. And it's dark, it's deep, and again, this is the fucking show. So don't expect for me to, for it to be the Smurfs, right? Like this is what it is. But anyway, cool song, very deep, very dark, and hopefully those that I'm trying to reach out to, hopefully you guys are getting the message and it helps you. And I would love to hear from you because I'm doing this at the same time as I am struggling with my demons and stuff. So anyways, I hope you guys like the song, and then that would be it. And then I would catch you guys uh on the next show, okay? All right.
I'm still right here. What have I become? My sweetest friend. Everyone I know goes away empty. And you could have it all. My empire of dirt. I will let you down. I will make you if I could start again a million miles away. I would keep myself.
I mean, Tony Fox is in my head. Hold on. It's okay. I want to cover for a few minutes. Okay.